guys, it's Rachel, and this video is going to be about my graduation trip to Key West, Florida, and to Havana, Cuba. So if you want to see that, just keep watching. We went on a cruise to travel to the places, so we were on Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, and we were on the ship The Majesty of the Seas. So for my graduation trip, I graduated on the 25th and we left the 26th to drive down to Fort Lauderdale. We stopped in Jacksonville, Florida first with my dad's sister, and we stayed there a night just because it's such a long drive. And then the next morning we drove to Fort Lauderdale to get on the ship. This was my family's second cruise. We went on a cruise last summer to Europe, and we were on the Jewel of the Seas last time. So we'd already been on a Royal Caribbean cruise, so we kind of knew how it worked and how the ship was set up. So it was familiar, but there were some new things too. When we got on the ship, we went straight for the Windjammer, which is what they call the buffet lunch and breakfast area. So we got some lunch, and then we went exploring on the ship for a while because we didn't depart for about 2 or 3 more hours after we got on the ship. On this cruise, my immediate family, my brother, sister, mom, and dad went, and then my cousin came with us, which was so fun to have her around. So on the Royal Caribbean ships, I don't know if it's like this on other ships, but for us, we had this dining room that we went to for dinner where you sat down and you got to have a waiter come take your order, and you'd order an appetizer, an entree, and dessert, and they'd bring it out to you, and it was just like super good food. And some nights you would dress up, they'd call it like a formal night, or other nights you'd have like all white or whatever, but we didn't do that. We just had like one formal night. It was either the second or third night that my brother and sister had this what are the odds challenge, and my sister lost, so she had to order the most exotic things on the menu, which included the escargot, which is snails, for her appetizer. Tell us what you have.
I have snails, escargot,
a la Berganoina.
Is that snail?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give it a second.
But snaily, snaily.
Put it on a little piece of bread. That'll help it go down. Try a piece of bread, put it on the bread.
What about a snail sandwich? You can eat it or not, Riley? Not a very aggressive bite.
Well, the tasting would be very proud of you. That was a good taste.
And then she had to order the duck for her entree.
Kind of weird.
And creme brulee for her dessert. The waiters on the ship are super nice. Everyone is great. Like, they just treat you so well. And then some nights they would dance for us. The first day on the ship, we had a day at sea, so we just were cruising all day long, and we got to stay on the ship and just do whatever we wanted on the ship. So we went swimming in the pool, laid out on the deck, and just ate food all day long because that's pretty much all I wanted to do on the ship on the first day, but there were also things like the basketball court or ping pong tables or rock wall, just all those different things you could do on the ship at the day at sea. The first day we actually went somewhere, it was Key West, and we didn't really have a plan for Key West. Since we go to the beach a lot during the summer, we didn't really want to just go to the beach and spend the day there, but that's what we kind of ended up doing. Our main goals for Key West were to get some key lime pie, and I mean that was pretty much it. But we also mentioned seeing the Ernest Hemingway house, which we did see, but we did not go inside. So during Key West we did a lot of walking. We started walking to the stores and that was about 30 minutes or so, just like traveling around in the city. And then my brother and dad wanted to go to the beach, so we found the Zachary Taylor National Park or whatever. So we walked to there, and it was about 1.5 miles or 2 miles. It was super hot, and there were really big lizards everywhere. And then we got to the beach, and the beach was made of rocks, so we could not really walk around barefoot easily and comfortably. And then when you got in the ocean, it was all rocks too, so I went into the ocean about knee deep and then decided I was not doing that. My feet hurt so bad. I just sat on a towel with my mother, and we sat there for about 1.5 hours and let my siblings and cousins swim. And then we headed back to the ship after getting some key lime pie from this key lime pie store where they just sold a bunch of key lime stuff. After we got back on the ship, after visiting Key West, we just got back on the ship from Key West and went to our room, dropped some stuff off, and now we're headed to the pool. Yeah. My sister and I went to the pool, and we laid out for a little bit, we swam some. The night of Key West, we got back on the ship and we had our dinner in the dining room, and we had a little dance party with all the waiters. The waiters brought my brother, sister, and dad up. We departed from Key West around 7, so we got to go out on the top of the deck and just watch us pull away from the island, and it was really pretty.